What's up guys, my name is Joey and in this video we will be discussing the new play to earn game called Pirates Kings and basically determine if this is worth your investment, yes or not. So let's dive straight into it guys. You know it by now. We first look at their website and their website looks quite good to be honest. Their assets look really nice. It says 26 February 2022 open mainnet, so that means that the game is already playable. We will dive into that a little bit later. Here we can see some social media icons. Again guys, unfortunately not a LinkedIn hyperlink, which is bad because if a team behind a certain project has nothing to hide, then it will show themselves towards you guys, right? It will be transparent because they have nothing to hide. It makes common sense. And whenever a project is not easy to find or if they're not really transparent, then it's already becoming a little bit fishy for me as an investor, right guys? Because if they're just genuine guys, then they will show themselves and there's nothing to worry about. But that's not the case in this. Here below we can see their contract address, which is fine, which is okay. It's stuck on the bottom, which is okay guys, because some project will state the contract address on top and that's a little bit bad in my opinion. It's already a small red flag because that would show me as an investor that they only want to try to sell their token or NFT, whereas I want to see the game first. I want to see some assets first. I want to be introduced with their game before I decide that I will invest in their token or NFT, right? This is at the bottom, so in terms of usability this is fine. This is quite good because if I quickly want to redirect myself to invest in this token, I can do so by just simply click on their pancake swap link. So that's fine, that's good. The design, yet again guys, it looks quite good. It has a certain identity to it and that's what I like to see as an investor, because I like to see a creative IP. Right guys, I don't want to see any copycats, etc, right? If that makes any sense. So these assets look good, the design look good. So let's continue down guys. Play and earn idle game. That's already a thing that I do not like. Yes, there are games out there that are idle that are highly successful, but 9 out of 10 times it's not going to be successful guys. And the main reason for that is what I always state in my videos too. Gameplay is king guys. Gameplay is the most important aspect for these type of projects to either succeed or fail 9 out of 10 times. There are exceptions, so bear in mind for that's always relativate what I say too. Always take what I say with a grain of salt too guys, but 9 out of 10 times gameplay is king, and idle games or automatic games are not really fun to play, right guys? Because the game is automatically playing for you. Players will be bored as hell, like rather sooner than later. I've tried a few of these idle games to get my feet wet within the idle automatic game niche, so to speak. But yeah, I didn't have fun, guys. I already quit the game within a week. So for me personally, it is not fun, and I do not like to see idle because yeah, that's already a very lazy approach, guys. Because idle games are 10 times, if not 100 times, more easy to develop than a game in which the player is in control. So please take that into consideration. PiratesKing is a pirate world simulation game on blockchain platform. What blockchain? So that's quite weird already. Players can collect NFT, fight with monster to be rewarded. Their English is not that great, guys. PiratesKing provides players with various characters, monsters, and upgraded items while playing. Now the other concern that I'm having, this is only text, right guys? Show me a trailer below how that's gonna work, or show me some concept art or sketches. That's what I would like to see as an investor. I already want to see that they are developing their game. We can see a character here that is somewhat moving in a couple frames, right? So that's nice for me. And the other elements, that's bad, guys, because this chest and these gold coin stacks looked highly familiar to me. And it didn't took me a lot of time to figure out it was another project called Funny Cat that uses the same assets, right? The chest looks similar. It's not quite the same chest, but if we look at the gold stack, it's exactly the same gold stack as provided here. Now, you can check that out yourself. For example, guys, if we look at the couple coins, 1, 2, 3, 4, like in this sort of a square area, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's exactly the same stack, guys. You can also see by the coins, it's like a gold circle with a white line in the middle of it. Gold circle with a white line in the middle of it. So it's exactly the same stack, guys. And that is bad because if a team is not capable or not willing to design their own graphic design or design elements or sprites, then the team is lazy and or not competent enough to develop whatever they are promising to you guys, right? It's a very lazy approach and it screams cash grab in my opinion, and therefore I'm already very concerned and yeah, not willing to invest in this game, guys, because if I already have struggles to find their team, because there's not an about tab, there's not a team navigation tab button, there's not a LinkedIn social media button icon. So the team is already hard and difficult to find for me. I don't like that. I don't want to spend any time into trying to find who's behind a certain project, right, guys? They have to be there in the open. They have to present themselves because they are expecting an investment and therefore they need to introduce themselves, right? Like in traditional venture capital markets, whereas a traditional company is looking for capital, the first thing an investor will look at is the team, right, guys? But in the NFT market, that doesn't seem quite the case. It seems a little bit immature as well. Like a lot of teenagers are trying to make a buck because their friends might make money on a ridiculous garbage NFT. So a lot of people will have FOMO and just are impatiently dividing and investing their money in any garbage project they can find because, you know, it might be able to flip. But that's just gambling, guys. Do not do that. And eventually, I am quite certain that will change too, because I believe that the market will become more mature over the time because there will be so many cash grabs, scams happening within the NFT market. So the market will eventually become more mature and people will find team more important eventually, right, guys? I already find it a little bit suspicious, but anyway, let's continue to go down. Game demo. Okay, so this is what I like to see, guys. We can already see a little bit of things going on. Now, this is not really a demo, guys. These are just some design infographic sprites. Maybe this is game, but I can't click. This is not really interactive. So to me, it seems like a graphic design and not really a game demo, right, guys? But that is fine. We can already see what they're trying to do, and it looks quite good. It's not bad at all. I really like their character designs. They're very high quality. So that is good. So that makes me already feel a little bit confused because if we look at the art designs right here, like if we look at the chest right here from Shutterstock, it's exactly the same chest that they used here. So it proves already that they are downloading their graphic designs from third-party websites, right, guys? And we can see that Funny Cat is also using a couple of the same assets. And that's so bad, guys, because if you want to create your own project and create a unique IP, you don't want to download free vectors or sprites from third-party websites because everyone can download them. Everyone can copy your game or look similar as your game. And that's the last thing you want, right, guys? And it's also very lazy, like I stated before. This is a thing you only do if you want to earn money as quickly as possible. So basically a cash grab, and therefore I already said before, guys, it already looks like a cash grab to me. But if I look at the design here, this looks good. This doesn't look bad at all. Like it's some kind of a mobile game. It looks like it has a in-game marketplace, which is nice. There's a in-game inventory, shop, treasure island. So within the automatic idle game, auto battle games, yeah, it looks quite good. It's not bad at all. It reminds me of a idle mobile game that is very popular. I can't remember the name right now. Summoner's War, I believe. That looks quite good. It's not as bad. So if we continue to go down, guys, features Monster Hunt, fighting against monsters and completing all missions to get rewards. Players will find Treasure Island in the game. Okay, marketplace, exchanging in-game items through the NFT marketplace. Pirate ship special NFTs in-game have a high economic value. Mr. Roderick, yeah, you can read this yourself, guys. Black Blood, Captain Seth, and O.M. Smith. There's only 4 characters. That's not a lot, guys. But again, they look quite unique. They look quite good. They're not bad at all, but, you know, nothing to write home about neither. If you continue to scroll down, tokenomics, that's always what I find interesting. This is something I really dive into a little bit deeper if I'm really convinced of the project and their team, which is for PiratesKing is already not really quite the case, right? But if we take a quick look, we can already see the marketing 5%. That is really low, guys. 5% for marketing is not something that I like to see. It should be way higher than that. 50% for the team is also quite on the high end, guys. 10% maximum in my opinion. Reward pool 45%, liquidity pool 8%, ILO 13.5%, private sale 5%. So overall, I'm not happy already with their tokenomic, with how they distribute their token. 100 million supply, that's okay, guys. It's not too much. It's quite okay. Buy pirate chests, upgrade pirate level gaps, exchange NFT items on the marketplace, staking. Again, staking, guys. Treasure hunt activity, find treasure island. Okay, if you continue to scroll down, the roadmap is also something that is very interesting as an investor to look at because it tells us a lot. It tells us how serious they are with the project. The more detailed the roadmap is, the more serious a team behind behind this certain project is, basically, because this looks quite lazy. Again, guys, it's not very detailed. They only have 2022, yeah, and quarter four 2021. I don't really count that. 2022, so they only have a roadmap for a year, for this year, basically. For a game, that's nothing. A year of game development is nothing. For example, guys, whenever a project that is trying to develop a new game and that is serious, they will have already a very broad idea on how their game is gonna look like, right, guys? They will have an idea on, like, okay, in this phase we will release these parts of the game and then steadily build upon our game. So they already have a roadmap for like the upcoming 4 or even 5 or longer, right, guys? 2022 and beyond, that's very lazy, guys. What do you mean beyond? What can we expect as a player or investor? What do you mean beyond? What if you don't meet your deadlines? Like, what is coming after 2022? We don't know that yet. They don't show that. Also, guys, the description is very lazy. They don't show us a lot. They only tell us like marketing. Yeah, what do you mean marketing? You guys want to hire YouTubers, you want to push out a unique transmedia campaign, you want to, like, what do you want to do with marketing? It doesn't tell us a lot, right, guys? Release game version 2. We also have no clue what that means, right, guys? What does it include? What unique features, what unique characters, what unique gameplay does version 2 include? We don't have a single clue because they don't go into detail. So this is a very lazy, bad roadmap, guys. I don't like that. Very big concern. Our team, again, guys, I can't click on anything. I have to do work in order to find these people on LinkedIn, and that's bad. But of course, guys, I do the work. So Ryan Deng, we can see this guy, his profile here, CEO of Human Studios and Boston University. Doesn't show a lot. He only has 4 connections, which is bad. I mean, that implicates that this profile is new, and if it's new, that's highly concerning, okay, guys? Because that would mean, and I can only assume, that they just wanted to create a LinkedIn page in order for people or investors to find them on LinkedIn for their new NFT project, right, guys? To gain authenticity or whatever, right, guys? I'm Ryan Deng, CEO of Human Studio, one of the most complete gaming studio today. I think he meant gaming. So again, guys, everything adds up. His English is not on point. Quality control is not really in check. They're downloading assets from Shutterstock and other third-party websites. Their roadmap is lacking by a lot. This is all adding up, right, guys? We focus on printing and shipping high quality products via our smart platform to help sellers to reach their best of selling potential. Yeah, the English is not quite good of this guy, which is fine. I mean, my English isn't that great neither, but at least if you are looking for investors, you know, check your grammar a little bit. Get your products and art sold by easily joining us. I don't see anything about the game PiratesKing, so it's not really updated. It only shows us that he's CEO of a company called Human Studio, which is, I believe, a design studio. I looked that company up, guys. So yeah, it basically is a design studio where they design company identity, visuals, like logo designs, website designs, etc., right, guys? If we look at the picture right here, here's the guy. Here's the same guy that works at PiratesKing. Deng Ryan, it's the same guy. He is a boss and a professional, talented designer. Well, the last thing is not quite true, guys, because if you are really a professional designer, you don't have to download your assets or graphic designs or sprites from third-party websites. And also, what makes this statement quite funny is if we look at their portfolio real quick, like here we see some of their logo designs that they made. First of all, for example, let's look at this logo, right, guys? The custom portrait. So we can only assume that this means CP, right, guys? The logo CP. Remember, I only had to Google creative CP logos on Google and I found this logo, which seems to be highly inspired by this logo, right, guys? It looks absolutely similar. The only thing that is a little bit different is the end of this area of the P. Who cares, guys? They're not very creative. And this logo right here, the Human Company, I only had to look up a logo esports astronaut and I got this design. So they completely stole this logo design from another content creator or graphic designer and made it theirs, right, guys? That's a very big red flag, and that makes his statement so funny because he states to be a professional talented designer. Meanwhile, he just shamelessly is stealing other content creators' graphic designs, right, guys? Very big red flag. This project is already bullshit. Do not invest in this project because they're a bunch of con artists, guys. These are a bunch of guys that quickly made a game, quickly made a website in order to sell their shitty ass NFTs and tokens to you guys. This is a cash grab, okay, guys? I can't really state that this this is a scam because I don't have the proof for it to be a scam. But in my opinion, and that's just my opinion, it's a cash grab, guys. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm definitely not gonna invest in this project. So let's continue to look down. Partner and technology, Chainlink, Solid Group, yeah, CoinScope, same as the other project, guys. These are not really partners. They're just using that platform or software, hardware, whatever that might be, for their own project and list them as partners. That doesn't mean that these companies, for example, Chainlink, is highly interested in PiratesKing and therefore want to invest in the game or the project, right, guys? That's not the case. Launching on, well, they do it better because sometimes they will state them as partners too, which is not the case, but at least they do that right. Unicrypt. Never heard of that, guys. But that might be my ignorance. Let's take a look at the white paper real quick. Okay, they made a docs white paper. That's not something that I really like because, you know, I like to see a unique white paper. Now, I said a lot of bad things about 9D NFT, but at least they had a really nice white paper. And yeah, this is not really a nice white paper, guys. Yeah, not a lot of information, guys. MetaMask wallet. Yeah, everyone knows that by now, I assume. The sound is also very loud. Yeah, I don't really like it, to be very honest. The buttons are not really responsive. They don't give any feedback to the player. Well, they do for the navigation, but for the other buttons, it's not. The marketplace is not in place yet. Overall, guys, it's a very early state of the game, which I get, so maybe I will come back later, but probably not because it doesn't really look good to me, guys. Yeah, let's go back real quick. Okay, so yeah, we can see the in-game already. This doesn't look bad, to be honest. This looks quite good. You can see that the certain characters have a certain attack, certain experience, certain power or energy left in order to stake them, but it's automatic, guys. So, you know, with all the information that we already have, with all the information about their team, or I should say the lack of information about their team, and the information that is known about the team isn't quite promising as an investor, because we already have proof that they stole designs. We also have proof that the roadmap is very lazy. First state of the game is very bad, not really responsive, so it's a very early stage of the game. The overall experience from Dang Ryan, yeah, it's not as good, guys. He finished at university, and yeah, besides that, he did some graphic design, and that's basically it, guys. He's not really experienced, so nothing tells me that this project is going to last. Nothing tells me that this team has the competence and the skills in order to pull off all their promises. Let's look at their official trailer real quick. If they have one, they do. Okay, let's take a look, guys. Incredible characters. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop it here. I want to see some gameplay, so I'm gonna quickly scroll through the video. It's not gameplay. Also not gameplay. You can see a little bit of the map area. Is this? No. It's only design. Yeah, again, no gameplay, guys. It's so sad to see with these trailers because it's just an After Effects video. It doesn't show us any gameplay at all, and that proves it proves my whole point, right, guys? If we look at the tokenomics, we already saw the token allocation. I don't really like how they set that up. Staking, not really interesting to me, guys. Let's look at the chest and pirates. Common, rare, super rare, legend, yeah, generic loot box system, guys. Level, experience, and power, yeah, these are all in-game information, I believe. Reward system, NFT market, yeah, I don't know, guys. It's a bit shallow. It does explain their game a little bit, but it doesn't really back it up in the demo or whatever, because like it's so bad, it's so clunky. It doesn't really look like it doesn't really feel like a game yet, but it could be very early. I want to check out their Discord. So they have around 35,000 members. It's decent. It's not a lot, but it's not really low neither. It's like average. It's not that great. I want to see their announcement tab, like how much development is there going on within their announcement tab, because that is important. But if they are only trying to sell and shield their NFTs and token, then that's another major red flag for me, guys, because I want to see development going on. I want to see the team dedicated on their development process. Let's take a quick look. Chest price increase announcement. Yeah, that's already bad to me, but maybe that's just a one-off, right, guys? So let's continue to go up. 5 pro tips for Treasure Island. Well, that should be in the guide section, not in the announcement tab. Winner. So this is a giveaway, also not development, guys. Treasure Island, the winner, congratulations. That's not development, guys. Upcoming feature, staking. Staking is not really a feature or utility, guys. People get that mixed up quite often. Staking is not really interesting. I want to see development, but there doesn't seem to be any development going on. We have finished upgrading the security claim system, also not development for the game. Errors in buying and opening chests are fixed. That is something related to the game, but not quite. Review shilling, what is this? Are you ready for the first event of the week? With a desire to encourage the community the next stages, PiratesKing officially announced to launch the review shilling competition. A shilling competition, guys? Review can be video, shilling post, any concept you want. A shilling contest. Wow. Okay, that's ridiculous. What a garbage project this is, guys. TikTok review, reward pools. This is very bad, guys. Minting, guides. It doesn't show us any new characters, any new features within their game. They don't show any videos about how they are developing their 3D assets, for example, or how certain features within their game works. They don't show anything, guys. Of course, we can't find anything about the team within their Discord neither. So yeah, we can wrap this up, guys. This is a skip. In my opinion, this is a garbage project that you should not invest in, but always do your own research and always take my opinion with a grain of salt as well, because the most important aspect is that you develop your own identity as an investor, guys. So be your own voice. But overall, like I did quite like the design. I did quite like the art style that they chose, because it looks quite professional, looks quite good. I was interested when I saw this, but I can't deny all the other facts, and that is that they are downloading assets from third-party websites. They are blatantly stealing graphic designs for their design company, which of course is a bad thing, because that tells us that they're not competent, they're just lazy people that are trying to sell logos very quickly to companies. They rip them off basically, because everyone can steal logos and sell them to other companies. So I feel bad for anyone that is involved with a graphic studio, and that is very important for me, guys. The team is not very transparent. I have not a lot of information about the Dang Ryan guy, only 4 connections. Like, I think this is made very quickly, or yeah, it's not really updated, because I don't see anything regards PiratesKings neither. Within that Discord channel, they only do announcement, and they even have a shilling contest. My goodness, how can you come up with that bullshit? So yeah, it gets me going, guys. I believe this project is garbage. And the last thing that I don't need to forget mentioning, the IP looks like Pirates and the Caribbean characters. It's also a red flag for me as an investor, because it can potentially be sued by the creators of Pirates of the Caribbean if this project becomes highly successful, right, guys? Because we can clearly see the characters from Pirates and the Caribbean. So that's it for now, guys. But remember, be a leader in this space and do not be a sheep, guys. Peace out.